Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am behind Roger's Super Dollar. It has been a long time since I chatted with you from this parking lot. I know I came to Roger's the last time was December 7. I remember it because my mother had an appointment and I just ran in to get a few things and came right out. No camera involved. And I have not been back here since because I was able to stock up on 2 different meat sales at Hannaford at really good prices. And I really stocked up big, like 10 roasts each time. So I've been living off that. Plus I had some ground beef in the freezer, but I'm all out of ground beef now. So I needed some ground beef and I thought I'll run to Roger's because they always have ground beef if you buy 10 pounds at a time for usually like $2.89 or $2.99 a pound. And I didn't even look at the price. They didn't have any out, but they ground it fresh for me. And I came in for just that. And while I was waiting for them to grind the meat, I bought all kinds of other stuff. So this is now going to become an actual I was like, where am I? A Roger's haul. Okay, I paid $2.89 per pound, so I paid $29.59 for this. It's 10 1/4 pounds I got. That's a lot of beef, and it is so good. I separate it into like 1 pound packages and freeze. So what else did I get? I do have a little bit of room in the freezer because I have been going through those roasts that I got. I mean, it's just, I've been living off them. And I got this center cut pork roast. It's like pork chops. The bone is there, but it was only $1.99 a pound, so I paid only $5.45 for this. And I'm thinking I'm just going to boil the whole thing, let it simmer for a little while. Then I'll just take all the meat off the bones and freeze some packets of meat. And then my mother will have cooked pork whenever she wants. And I can have pork too. I did get for myself, and it's not ideal because it is teriyaki, but I felt like something different, and I picked up their boneless teriyaki chicken. I have had it before, and it's not like overly sweet or anything, so I'm not too worried about it once in a blue moon. But I do pay $3.99. Again, it's like, you know, instead of buying a 12-pack of beer, which I used to do for many, many years, I get some $3.99 per pound chicken. That's my treat. And I paid $4.45 for this, but again, convenience. I don't have to cook it. Do love. I got my mother a ham steak, $2.99 per pound, so I paid $3.23 for this. And that too, I'll probably cut into 4 pieces and freeze. Moving right along. Ow, don't you get over here! What's in here? Oh, haddock. Again, for my mother. I can have haddock, but I got her 2 because I haven't been coming here as often. So I got 2, and we'll freeze one for her. $6.99 a pound, so I paid $4.09. The other one is almost exactly like this. Haddock is a delicious, white, flaky fish. I was fortunate enough growing up to go on the lobster boat with my dad, and I could catch haddock. Well, we didn't do it when he was lobstering because we had to go out further for haddock. But on weekends, a lot of times, we would go out and just go deep sea fishing and catch haddock. And I always loved to fish. I wouldn't care to do that now, but I loved it then. I haven't had bacon ends in a very long time. $2.99 a pound. I paid $4.49 for this. I bought just the one. And it's just the ends of bacon. That's not pretty slices, so they sell it cheaper. Okay, organ alert. Close your eyes if you don't want to see chicken hearts. I actually got 2 packages because it's just the hearts, and the hearts are my favorite, my mother's favorite. I paid $1.69 per pound, so I got all this for $3.11. And this one was $2.98. And these 2, I will separate that and freeze them. And then I just cook them. You can cook them like in a pan and just fry them or whatever. But I just simmer them for like an hour to an hour and a half with a little bit of salt in the water. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But they come out really tender if you do it for that length of time. And I just love them. Good snack. And then I picked this up for my mother. coconut pecan cookies. They were reduced for a quick sale, 99 cents, but it's like cookie sandwiches, and let's see, like that. And it looks like chocolate frosting between two cookies. So I thought for $1, she'll enjoy that. I hope. I have not eaten yet today. It's not too late. Let's see what time it is. Oh, I still haven't changed the clock. It's going on 2 p.m. and I was hungry, but I was waiting for the ground beef. So now I'm going to be hungry and I got all kinds of things to choose from. So lunch will be yummies. I do want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I actually jotted some things down on a list, and I forgot the list. I also forgot the mail that I put right there by the door, so I wouldn't forget to take it with me, and I forgot it. First, the next Fabric Frenzy is January 20. It's on a Saturday this time. That's where I put fabric, all kinds of a variety of fabric. I have a lot of pre-cut things this time, all different kind of little different things that I cut and put together. Still some fabric panels. I don't think I have any yardage this time, but there'll be lots of things to choose from. So I put those on my blog, but the posts are hidden from the public, and I share the links to those posts in my Peanut Gallery Facebook group. So only members in the group get access to those items. And for the most part, they don't know if I have just 1, 3, or 10 of something, hence the frenzy. I have some who stay with me all day. The first 2 frenzies that I did, this will be the 3rd one. I believe both were 10 hours. I know the first one was. I think the second one was too. And some just stay all day so that they can just keep refreshing their page and wait to see if I give them a new link. And it's fun and exciting, and I just love it. It's like right up my alley. It's a day filled with work, and actually it gives me work for the next 3 or 4 days because of the shipping and just putting everything together. And so I like it, but I probably won't do it more than like once every 6 weeks because it does wear me out, and it takes me that long to get the whole next one going. I have to shop at Martin's, buy the panels, do the things, take the pictures. It's a lot of work to set up for that, but so far so good. They've both been very successful, and people seem to like it and have fun. So if you want to get in on it, or at least just even look and see what I will be offering this time, you have to join my Peanut Gallery Facebook group. The sale, though, is only for in the U.S. I do get people all the time saying, if I pay the shipping, will you send out? Because I offer everything with free shipping. But it's not even a matter of that. It's a matter of that I don't want to be dealing with the customs and all that. And it's such a pain. You have to know the size of the package and the weight. And, I just want to package things and just, do USPS mail for in the U.S. only. I do the military addresses, but I can't take the time, and I just don't even want to. Even if I had the time, I don't want to deal with the custom forms and all that. And I certainly can't pay the shipping on that. And for those of you who say, I'll pay the shipping, you probably would not like the price that I give you, because the shipping can be high, and fabric, surprisingly, is heavy. So I'm just not dealing with all of that. But do join the Peanut Gallery Facebook group. I haven't talked about that group in a long time, even if you don't care about the Fabric Frenzy, because you find out, like everybody right now knows that I'm here at Rogers chatting with you guys. Because I posted, I'm heading to Rogers, so expect a car vlog later. So you get to know what I'm doing during the day. And if you don't like drama, you will love this group, because I am the only one who can post in it, and I turn comments off. So it's a nice, quiet place to be. And that's working for a lot of people. With that said, I foolishly thought yesterday about starting another group, a Facebook group for my patrons. And after I finally said it out loud to them via a typed comment inside Patreon, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, shoot. Can I still say fuck here? Yes, I can. I say it freely in Patreon. I was like, oh my God, I'm not a groupie kind of person. I mean, seriously, if it wasn't for my businesses, I wouldn't be on Facebook at all, but I am on Facebook, and I try to keep it as non-social as possible. And then I was like, why do I want to start another group? Well, the main thing is that I didn't really realize that inside Patreon, people do get notices if they have notices turned on to let them know when I upload something or leave a new comment or whatever. So everybody was like, I get notices, and I was like, okay, that's all I needed to know. I'm not going to go there and start another Facebook group. I do wish that Patreon, though, had a better setup inside. I wish it was more like blog format. I mean, there could be a lot of improvements with the inside guts of Patreon. But other than that, doing good with Patreon. Do want to remind you guys that the whole fees thing that they talked about back in December did not go through. For the majority of my videos, it's still just $1 per month. I have some videos that are for the $3 per month patrons, and I will have probably other things at other levels because I am coming back to ASMR. We'll talk about that in a second. But back to Patreon, I want to thank my patrons for supporting me. It allows me to continue to do videos that I'm just not really earning with on YouTube anymore. YouTube, it's just, you know, a big step back, and I'm okay with that because I have Patreon now, and it's balancing it all out. So as long as I can continue to do this, I'm more than happy to do it. I know there are some people who hate the fact that I or anyone has a Patreon account because you feel like we're begging for money. And I always try to tell somebody who says that to me, do you work? Do you think if you're working at McDonald's or you're a grocery store manager or a doctor or a lawyer, are you begging for money by doing your job? No, you're providing a service of some kind, and people are paying you for that. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I don't take offense to people who feel that way. I understand the mentality of it all, but the fact is, I'm doing my job, and I'm trying to do the best job that I possibly can. And some people find value in that. Some don't. And it's very interesting to me when some people who I've seen on my channel for a very long time are suddenly mad and like, well, I'm not going to pay $1 just to see that. And it's like, well, then you certainly didn't value me like I thought you did. And it's kind of enlightening to see who are the people who feel that way. Because if somebody doesn't think I'm worth $1 a month, I would rather they don't watch any of my videos. It's like, what the hell am I putting myself out there for the world to see if I'm not valued at least to that level? I am not saying I want everybody to go sign up for Patreon. One reason you may not want to go there is because I do swear there, and I am very opinionated, and I don't hold back. And there are people who value that and enjoy that. And that's why I'm doing it. And I know there are others that, oh, well, you used to swear on your YouTube channel, but I just, why bother doing it there? I don't have to have all the haters jumping on me who don't like it. So I found a safer place. That's all there is to it. And I would love for more of you to be there because I think you would enjoy it too. I really do. As long as you're okay with swearing. You gotta be okay with swearing. I don't know if you even realize how many videos I have there. I have quite a few. A lot of vlog style things, a lot of, you know, just more uncensored stuff. And you can always just go to my Patreon page and see the titles. You wouldn't see the videos because they're locked. But you're free to at least try, join. You can join. And if you don't like it in there, you can just not unjoin, leave. I don't know. I don't even know the word I'm thinking of because I don't want you to go. You can cancel, bow out, say your goodbyes anytime you want. And if you do it before the beginning of the next month, you won't even be charged the $1. So you can always try it for free if you want. Shh, I'm telling just you that. But seriously, where are we right now? Almost middle of January. If you go in, sign up, look around, and you don't like it, all you have to do is cancel before the last day of the month, and you won't even be charged $1. And if you are charged $1, I don't think it's going to break you. I really don't. One thing that people say to me that drives me almost nuts is, I can't afford it. I would much rather have people say, I don't like the fact that you're fucking begging for money all of a sudden, and I'm not paying you $1. You know, that would be more honest than I can't afford it. I've had so many people say, oh, I can't afford that. One person said, I can't afford it. I have 4 kids. And I was thinking, if you can't afford $1 for something you want, why do you have 4 kids? I mean, that's scary to me. I can understand saying, I'm not willing to pay $1 because I have 4 kids and every dollar is going toward my children. That sounds okay. That makes more sense to me because not everybody wants to spend $1. I don't spend dollars on things I don't want. It doesn't mean I can't afford them. I can afford quite a few things, things that I would like to maybe have, but they're not necessary for me. They're not important enough. And so I'd rather just bank the money. But to say you can't afford something, I don't know. It's just silly. What is this? 2018? If somebody can't afford $1 for something they really want, they're like, oh, I would love to be one of your patrons, but I can't afford it. And maybe they're thinking it's $1 per video. I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is behind that. But if you can't afford $1, get your ass off the computer or your phone or whatever and go get a fucking job or do something online, do whatever, find a way to earn money because that's really sad to not be able to afford $1. I can't even imagine Skylar can afford $1 on something. Okay, enough of that. Where was I going next? Oh, ASMR. So, I have revived my Sounds and Whispers ASMR channel. All the videos that were there, and there were probably, oh, I know, there was 33 videos that I started recording probably 2.5 years ago, and I saw that 2 years ago was the very last time that I ever uploaded on that channel, and I never go to that channel. I never go. I was surprised to see that I even had it set up with TubeBuddy, because I haven't had TubeBuddy that long, maybe a year or so. So at one time I probably went into all my old channels, because I have a lot of channels, and set it up. But anyway, I guess what I'm getting at is I went back to my channel and I made all the previous videos private for right now because I want to start fresh, and I have no clue what I recorded, how they sounded. I mean, I just don't. So I want to listen to each one of them and see, is it worthy of putting back out there? Maybe they'll just go inside Patreon for exclusive videos of like my first videos. I'm going to do something with them, but right now they're not visible. And last night I uploaded my first, new video to that channel, just vlog style, soft speaking, letting people know my plans for the channel using my new Blue Yeti microphone. That's what has been stopping me all this time, is not having a microphone. And I opted to get a Blue Yeti before getting the ears because I just want to make sure I can really commit to this before spending a couple $1,000s on the 3DO Pro, which is my dream microphone. And I'd buy it, but I can't waste money. If I buy it, I need to know that I'm going to be using it and get my money's worth. So we're just going to hold off on that for a little bit. I am very anxious to get back to ASMR, and I need it in my life. It's not only relaxing for me to watch ASMR, but it's relaxing for me to create it. And I can't think of a better way to end my day than to do something very relaxing to just calm myself down before I go to bed and then watch someone else's ASMR. Because the funny thing about ASMR is your own doesn't work for you. At least it doesn't for me. It's like you can't tickle yourself. I don't know. I listen and it does nothing for me. So I have to go watch my favorite ASMR artists to help me sleep. If you don't know what ASMR is, go look it up. You will learn a ton, and I'm just very anxious to get going with that again. So I will link down below to that channel. I was surprised that I had like 147 people who subscribed. I think when I stopped uploading, I was like maybe at 60, and people came without me even knowing. And I had, decent views on some of those videos for never promoting them. So a lot to come with that. On last night's video, though, the one that I will link to for you, I'll have it on the end screen. It almost sounds like my Yeti isn't working good, but I tried playing with Audacity, and I took the sound of the running refrigerator out, and it takes it out wherever I'm not speaking, but the parts where I'm speaking, it doesn't cut the refrigerator out. So every time I talk after I take that refrigerator sound out, it sounds like there's like a hum or a vibration in my microphone. At least I hear it that way when I'm wearing headphones. I don't know what you'll hear, but just know I'm very, very new to this microphone and to Audacity, and there's a lot of learning I need to do before I get it right. But do start out with me, or restart with me if you ever were with me for the old ASMR channel that I had in the beginning. Do start back up with me, and let's just go for this ride together. And what else do I want to tell you? Is that it? I talked for a long time. Seemed like there was something else. Frenzy, ASMR, Patreon, and joining the Peanut Gallery group. Would love to see more of you in there, so we can't talk to each other. You know, it's funny how I am kind of creating as quiet of a world as possible. And I do a lot of stuff online. And I don't apologize for the fact that people bore me to tears on Facebook and things like that. And I certainly don't have time for all the questions and answering, and I just don't. If I had an assistant to do those things, that would be one thing. But it's hard enough for me to keep my mind in a mentally good place without all that hassle and stress. And for somebody like me, who can almost like want to throw up when there's too many emails coming in, you know, it's very hard to get through the day. I had a really bad day a few days ago because I got a couple of comments that were, you know, just like make me shake my head. I got a couple of emails. Oh, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about those emails, but I got a couple of emails that made me again be like, why? And then I got packages in the mail and too. So it wiped me out. I was like, I can't handle life. And I do not blame anybody for doing the things they do. I know it's all me, but it's hard to get through life when so many things bother you. And I'm not looking for solutions. I'm just making it through my own way. And one of the things I've chosen to do is to turn off social media as much as I possibly can, which is why sometimes you'll see my YouTube comments all be turned off. When it's getting to the point where it's too much for me, I turn them off. I might leave them off for like a week and rest and then put them back on. I'm just doing what I need to do to make it all doable for me, because I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to make a living, and my living is online because I don't want to leave my house to make my living. So anyway, I think that's enough. I've probably pissed off a lot of people because I tend to do that. And if I haven't pissed you off, do consider being one of my patrons and getting inside that group. We are a good bunch. I have over 300 patrons right now, so we need some more. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more soon. Bye!